Who doesn't love a good sidekick or unusual pet? Let's see how much you know about them in this episode of Disney Jeopardy. Episode 117 of Disney Jeopardy is here. Welcome in. As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri, ready to quiz you with 26 brand spanking new Disney trivia questions that'll test that Disney brain of yours. If you haven't played Disney Jeopardy before, well, where have you been? I've got 3,168 clues that you can play right now over on DisneyJeopardy.com, but that's for another day. It's all about episode 117 right now, so let's take a look at the board and see what this episode is all about. We already mentioned it, unusual pets and sidekicks will kick off the game. Then in honor of Memorial Day, we are doing a Disney and the U.S. military category. The third category, simple, it's snakes. The fourth category is your theme park category of the week. It is music from shows/parades. And finally, the club DJ member category of the week is furniture. That's right, furniture finally picks up the victory. It was the runner-up, I want to say, for at least 2, maybe 3 weeks across the last couple of polls. It finally wins with 44%, a pretty evenly matched poll this week. Boy bands making its first appearance, reaches 33%. That'll be in next week's poll. And in last place, it is spin-off shows. And with that, it is now time for the easiest round of the game, the cupcake round. We begin with unusual pets and sidekicks for 2. Kim Possible's sidekick Rufus is this type of animal. As you can see, it's a Disney Jeopardy fan clue, so shout out to everybody who went on to DisneyJeopardy.com last week and submitted an unusual pet and sidekick clue. Correct answer to this one is a naked mole rat.
What is that? That freaky thing!
Second clue of the game belongs to the U.S. military. Via walkie-talkies, this group of soldiers tell Woody what Andy received for his birthday at the start of Toy Story. Who are the Green Army Men?
Which present are you going to open first?
There they are.
Come in, Mother Bird. This is Alpha Bravo.
This is it.
Come in,
This is it.
Mother Bird.
Quiet, 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 quiet.
All right. Andy's opening the first present now.
All right, so maybe they're not U.S. military, maybe they're just toys, but you know what I was trying to do right there, right? Okay. We move on to the third clue of the game. It's snakes. This Disney villain famously turns into a gigantic snake during a climactic scene towards the end of their film. See how snake-like I can be. The correct answer is Jafar.
Perhaps you'd like to see how snake-like I can be.
Okay, it is now time for the music from shows and parades category. It's as simple as it gets. I'll play you a snippet of music you might hear in a specific Disney park show or parade. You have to tell me what show or parade it is from. Here we go. That is some iconic Disney park music. It can be heard during the Electrical Parade. I didn't want to say Disney's Electrical Parade or the Main Street Electrical Parade because then kind of separates the two parts. I just played a snippet that you can hear in both. It is now time for the final clue of the cupcake round. Let's finish it off on a high note. It's furniture. 30 years after the release of Beauty and the Beast, Disney premiered this film that not only includes furniture that comes alive, but an entire house. "1991 gave us Beauty and the Beast. 2021 gave us Encanto.
Drawers! Floors! Doors! Let's go!
Cupcake round complete. We get set to travel back to the unusual pet and sidekick category now. And special shout out to these pets. Shout out to Rex and Mushu. You guys might be my favorite fans. In Onward, the Lightfoot's own Blazy, who is this type of pet. Well, not quite a bearded dragon, but what is a dragon?
Lazy, down! Bad dragon. Back to your lair.
Back to the military we go for the second time. According to the Department of Defense, this Disney character was drafted into the Army in 1941. Who is Donald Duck?
Fly? Well, first you better pass your physical examination.
Yeah, Donald was involved in a number of interesting shorts, I should say, at the beginning of the 1940s. Look into it if you're interested in learning how Disney played a role in World War II. We move on. Here comes snakes for the second time. As a child, this MCU character would turn into a snake to pull pranks on his brother. Who is Loki?
One time when we were children, he transformed himself into a snake, and he knows that I love snakes. So I went to pick up the snake to admire it, and he transformed back into himself, and he was like, "Yeah, it's me!" And he stabbed me. We were 8 at the time.
I meant to mention this when I did the category reveals earlier in this show, but the reason I'm even doing a snakes category in this episode 117 of Disney Jeopardy is because a snake will be playing a prominent role in what will be the greatest Disney sequel of all time, Zootopia 2. That's right. Take a look at Gary the Snake. Zootopia 2's teaser came out earlier this week, and I cannot wait to see the sequel to my favorite Disney movie ever. It's got big shoes to fill. Here comes park music for 4. That music can be heard in the popular Fantasmic. Here comes furniture for the second time. Maleficent curses Aurora to prick her finger on this piece of furniture. In her exact words, Maleficent says that Aurora will prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel.
Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and die.
600-point round begins with Unusual Pets and Sidekicks. This robotic cat from Lightyear can not only help with any mission, but he can also provide sleep sounds like Summer Night, Ocean Paradise, and Whale Call. Who is Socks?
I can provide sleep sounds if you like. I have several options. Summer night, ocean paradise, whale calls.
No. White noise is fine.
Very well.
Good night, Socks.
Good night, Buzz.
Back to Disney and the US military now. This Disney character keeps a photo of her late father in his military uniform on her dresser. Well, she keeps a picture of her father, James, on her dresser. The correct answer is, who is Tiana? Halfway point of the game brings us to Snakes for 6. This actress voiced Kaa in the live-action version of The Jungle Book. Who is Scarlett Johansson?
Don't you know what you are? I know what you are. I know where you came from.
Back to music from parades and shows now.
Time has come to take your places and prepare to welcome the wondrous and wonderful.
That was the intro to Magic Kingdom's Festival of Fantasy.
Disney Festival of Fantasy Parade.
Let's finish off the 600s with furniture. Fifi, Lumiere's love interest in Beauty and the Beast, is this type of household item. What is a feather duster?
I've been burnt by you before.
Let's move on to the 800-point round now. It's pretty tough. This cute little guy is named Pip. He's the sidekick to this Disney character. Correct answer is Giselle from Enchanted.
I really do have to go. Oh, a wish on your wedding day. That's the most magical of all.
800-pointer for U.S. military now. Originally played by William Hurt and eventually Harrison Ford, this MCU character's story stretches from U.S. Army vet to President of the United States. Who is Thaddeus Ross? Here comes snakes for 8. The name of the snake in 1973's Robin Hood. Who is Sir Hiss?
What is the next stop, Sir Hiss? Let me see. Oh, yes, the next stop is Nottingham.
And Robin Hood was released less than 10 years after the release of Jungle Book. The reason I connected the two is because they both feature hypnotizing snakes. That's right. Animation looks remarkably similar, but it is kind of funny. Back to music from the parks now. It is no longer with us. The correct answer is the old Disneyland parade. Soundsational. Here comes the final clue of the 800s. It's furniture again. Rapunzel, Gesundheit, initially hides Flynn's satchel in this piece of furniture before he immediately guesses its location. What is a flower pot?
Oh no, where is my satchel?
I've hidden it. Somewhere you'll never find it.
It's in that pot, isn't it?
Okay, 1,000-point round is about to begin, and last week, if you watched the episode, you know I asked you to leave comments on whether or not you like the multi-camera angle introduction to the 1,000-point round, and it got generally favorable reviews. So you know what that means? It means it's back, baby. It is time for the most overly dramatic, soundtrack-infused, unnecessarily spotlight part of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it! Yeah, we're gonna spice up the camera angles every single week until I run out of ideas. Let's be honest. Here we go. 1,000-point round begins with Unusual Pets and Sidekicks. Brutus and Nero are two pets that can be spotted in this Disney film. What is The Rescuers?
Why did you have to go and spoil everything? Nero, don't you dare get my teddy bear wet.
Here comes your final clue from the U.S. military. Joshua Sweet is a doctor in this Disney animated film who was drafted into the U.S. military halfway through medical school. What is Atlantis? The Lost Empire.
I got a sheepskin from Howard Hughes and a bearskin from old Ironclad. Halfway through medical school, I was drafted. One day I'm studying gross anatomy in the classroom. The next, I'm sewing up Rough Riders on San Juan Hill.
Here comes Snakes. Final time. Richard Kind voices Larry the Anaconda in this 2006 film from Disney. I've mentioned it maybe 2 or 3 times in the history of Disney Jeopardy. It's one of the most forgotten Disney movies, but yes, it wasn't created by Disney Feature Animation, so that probably plays into it. Correct answer is, no, not Madagascar, but The Wild.
God, what do?
Joe?
First Ryan, then Samson, and now Nigel. Oh, I do believe in Susan.
Larry,
I do.
Don't panic. I'm in charge here.
That's why we're panicking.
Final clue from music from shows/parades. That audio is from Paint the Night. Here we go, final clue on the board before Final Jeopardy. Belongs to furniture. Whose chair is this? Very modern, luxurious red and black chair. It belongs to the one and only Edna Mode, darling. 25 clues are down and only one remains. It just so happens to be the one clue of the game that can either wash away all the success you've had or make up for your failures in the first 25 clues of the game. It's Final Jeopardy time. Let's see what the category is. Toy Story 2. That's right, it only took 117 episodes for me to do a Toy Story 2 category, or should I say 118 episodes, because yes, you'll be getting a clue here, but next week is the big one where you'll get 5 different clues all about the hit Pixar movie. So make sure you watch Toy Story 2 this week in preparation of next week's Disney Jeopardy. For now, though, you're gonna have to make your wager based on your current knowledge. And time is up. Let's check out the final clue in episode 117 of Disney Jeopardy. It's all about Toy Story 2. While Buzz and Zurg open the film, this is the third character to speak a line in the movie. Good luck. And time is up. I love how both Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3 begin with these cinematic sequences that you don't realize are not actually happening. They're either just Andy playing and using his imagination, or in the case of Toy Story 2, it's a video game. So yes, Buzz and Zurg are talking to each other inside a video game. Who's playing the video game and who has the third line of the film? That would be Rex.
Oh, you almost had him.
I'm never gonna defeat Zurg.
Sure you will, Rex. In fact, you're a better Buzz than I am.
But look at my little arms. I can't press the fire button and jump at the same time.
And that does it for episode 117 of Disney Jeopardy. Thank you everyone for watching and supporting the show. But you Club DJ members, you are the very best of the best. You guys already know that. I appreciate you all so very much. Without you, this magic does not happen. The magic that is Disney Jeopardy. It's now time to go vote in the poll. We already know that Toy Story 2 will be appearing. Will it be joined by last week's runner-up of boy bands? Only time will tell. We have had one tie in the history of the Club DJ poll, and I should have done my research to be able to tell you what that tie was, but it was about a year ago. So if you remember what the tie was, leave a comment below. I'm hoping to get another one of these days because that was super exciting. I want to see a poll come down to the very last moments. Speaking of the very last moments, it's the very last moment of this show, which means you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe, click that bell icon. Hello, bell. This way, you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. I will see you next week for episode 118 of Disney Jeopardy. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye-bye.